Next, we'd like to recognize the Mountain View High School feeder pattern. If you could please come up to the left side of the podium. Up first, we'd like to recognize Rachel Garrido, Montana Vista Elementary principal, moonlighting as a highly paid paparazzi photographer in Hollywood. Next is Erica Cabral, Red Sands Elementary principal, moonlighting as a well-known international actress from Mexico City. And up next, we have Alex Navarro, East Montana Middle School principal, moonlighting as an Oscar-winning actor from Madrid. We also would like to recognize Miss Josefina Engerstein from DAP. She's been moonlighting as a famous Hollywood celebrity stylist. I don't think she's here today. And up next is Jeffrey Kimball, Mountain View High School principal, moonlighting as a professional set designer and builder for Paramount Studios. And if you guys would like to come up front for a group photo, please. And if you're part of the Clint High School feeder pattern, please come up to the left. Thank you. All right. We would like to recognize the Clint High School feeder pattern principals. And up first, we have Barbie Flores from W.D. Surratt Elementary, moonlighting as a stunt double in Mission Impossible. Up next, we have Noemi Gallegos, Clint Junior High School principal, moonlighting as a breakout star in a Netflix series. Up next, we have Miss Elena Acosta, Clint Early College Academy principal, moonlighting as an expert production clapper for Pixar Studios. Last but not least, from our principal in Clint High School, Dr. Garrett Ritchie. And I don't see him here. He must be moonlighting for his spare job. He's a famous movie director for Paramount Pictures. Thank you again to our dedicated principals. We appreciate all that you do for our school communities. If you could stay standing for 1 second, we have one other recognition. I promise. I'd like to take a moment to recognize a special leader guiding our counseling initiatives in our school district. Our counseling vision is to build stronger connections by providing a safe place in our schools, focusing on heart first. And the mission is that we prepare all students today for tomorrow by providing intentional, social, emotional, academic, college, and career education. It's an honor to publicly recognize a leader whose dedication and vision have profoundly impacted the lives of our students and the professional growth of our staff. Please help me celebrate Miss Angie Bailon, our school district counseling director, who has been named the 2025 Counselor Supervisor of the Year by the prestigious Lone Star State School Counselor Association. could please come on up to the front.
But it's not asking me.
We'll pause for a quick photo. Ms. Bailon, thank you for your leadership that embodies the belief that a strong heart-first counseling program is the key to our students' success. And I would like to invite you up to the podium to begin your counseling recognition certificate.
Would you all like to have a seat? It's going to take me a little bit. Thank you. I'm so excited to honor our counselors tonight. Good evening, President Pendel, Dr. Martinez, and members of the board. Tonight, it's my honor to recognize several of our school counselors and our school counseling teams for achieving many historic firsts for Clint ISD. I want to begin by thanking Dr. Martinez, cabinet, principals, and of course, members of the board for your unwavering support of our school counselors. We're able to take care of students' hearts first and provide purposeful, meaningful programs because you guys allow us to be counselors here in Clint ISD, doing the work that we're trained to do rather than being pulled into administrative or clerical duties. Because of your support, the support of our campus principals, our counselors spend their time in compliance with the law, and in most cases, far exceeding the 80% bar of time spent providing services to students, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. Every year, the Lone Star State School Counseling Association, LASCA, accepts nominations from around the state for the School Counselor of the Year award. This year, I'm proud to share Perla Esparza from WDS Surratt Elementary was a semifinalist. Yes, you can clap. And Miss Evelyn Garcia from CTW was a finalist for this award. And yes, we can clap. We will call you all up shortly to congratulate everyone. The Lone Star State School Counseling Association, LASCA, established a progressive award system, bronze, silver, and gold, in 2016. Each level increases in rigor, ultimately preparing school counseling programs for national recognition through the American School Counseling Association. This aligns directly with Clint ISD's core value of transparency, ensuring our programs are intentional, accountable, and focused on student outcomes. Last December, I shared an exciting milestone. For the first time in Clint ISD history, one of our campuses, WD Surratt Elementary, submitted their school counseling program for review by ASCA, which is a national program. Their hard work earned them the prestigious RAMP Award. They were recognized as an ASCA model program in June. They went to California to accept their award, and in just a moment, we'll be welcoming up to the front to congratulate them. And that's a first ever for Clint ISD. Yeah. My focus over the past 5 years for the school counseling department has been to build capacity, advocate for our teams, and provide tools and training needed to elevate our programs, helping counselors build strong connections with students and deliver purposeful, data-driven services. Submitting a school counseling program, you have to know, that was what was very important to me, that this was real and that we were establishing these programs before we started to apply for these awards. And so that takes time. And so after a while, I was like, okay, you guys are doing the work, but it's such a tedious process in actually submitting the application. And so Perla and April were the first in the district. So I did ask them to come back and to help us. And so with their leadership, they came back and they helped us submit our applications. And so I'm really happy to say with their hard work and the hard work of our school counselors, Desert Hills Elementary, Frank Macias Elementary, Red Sands Elementary have all been awarded the Bronze Award this year. So at this time, I welcome you to come back up to the front, and so we'll be calling up our teams to congratulate them. Mrs. Sparsa was not able to go to the LASCA conference, but she was recognized there, and so I have her award for being a semifinalist. So I'm going to start with you, Perla, if you'll come on up. Evelyn Garcia, she was a finalist for the School Counselor of the Year, so if you'll please come on up. If we can have our first ever RAMP award winners, Perla and April, and Ms. Flores, if you'll please come up to be recognized. The truth is we can't do it without the principal's support. You know, we just can't. Our first bronze winner, Desert Hills Elementary. If we can have Esther Castor, Jennifer Galindo, and Principal Trujillo, if you'll please come up. Next, we have Frank Macias Elementary. If we can have Ms. Eden Tabit and Nadja Tort and Principal Villalba, if you'll please come up. Last but not least, we have Red Sands Elementary, School Counselor Joanna Suarez. She's a solo counselor, and she set aside time to also devote to turning in her program. So, Ms. Suarez and Principal Cabral, if you'll please come up. Can we take one more picture with everyone, with all the counselors? Counselors, if you'll come up, one more picture, all together. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping us celebrate the dedication, advocacy, and heart-first commitment of our school counselors who continue to elevate Clint ISD, lead the way for others across the state. And I just have to say, we ended class of 2025 with a 97% or higher graduation rate. We had 100% of our seniors meet CCMR at Clint High School. Overall, the district level, we had 93% meet CCMR, and the state pushes for 60%. And we're at 93% here in Clint ISD. And that's, on purpose. It's intentional because of the counselors and the admin that work together to make sure that our kids are leaving prepared. So I had to put that out there. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Ms. Bailon. Mr. President, members of the board, audience, I just want to say that I want to thank Ms. Bailon for her work. This is, as she mentioned, the first time in our history that we have so many counselors representing Clint ISD at the state level, and it's not an easy thing to achieve. As you well know, I do live with a counselor, so I know how hard this is and how much work it is to get this award and recognition. And just think of this, the magnitude of what it means. Compared to the size of our district to our neighbors, we had 3 teams being represented or recognized at the state level. Our neighbors, Socorro Independent School District, had 3. Isleta had 1, El Paso 0, and we had 3 and Ms. Bailon representing us at the state level. So this was huge for Clint ISD, and I want to thank you for that. And I also want to thank you for believing in that vision that together we build tomorrow, and you are an example of it. Counselors and your families, thank you so much for every single day living that vision of together we build a better tomorrow for our students. And we will appreciate you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the students and the community and our parents, and of course on behalf of the board. Thank you so much for doing this. It was amazing to see it. Thank you. Mr. Pendo, we're not done with recognitions. We also have, we would like to recognize Miss Idalia Valdez, and I'd like for her to come over to the front. We would like to be recognized. And I'm not sure who was going to do Debbie, were you? Ms. Valdez was going to do the presentation regarding well, she'll tell you all about it. I leave it up to her to tell us what it is. Thank you, Ms. Valdez, for being here.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, President Pendle, Dr. Martinez, and members of the board. So I'm Idalia Valdez, the lead nurse for our district, and I'd like to begin by telling you all thank you for your support in what I'm about to announce, because without your support, we couldn't have accomplished this. I want you to know that Clint ISD is the first district in El Paso to partner with El Paso Children's Hospital to bring Project Adam to our schools. Project Adam is a national initiative dedicated to helping schools develop a strong and effective cardiac emergency response plan. We launched the pilot program at Ricardo Estrada Middle School. This effort involved thorough review of AED placements to ensure that an AED can reach any point on campus within 3 minutes. We also identified and trained a dedicated cardiac emergency response team. We certified members in CPR, and we conducted practice drills to strengthen our readiness. On November 10th, we completed a time drill alongside the Horizon Fire Department, and I'm really proud to announce that we met the criteria for the designation. So Ricardo Estrada Middle School is now the first heart-safe school in El Paso. This is a milestone that we are excited to share with you and with our community. Parents, staff, and community members can feel confident knowing that REMS is trained and fully prepared to respond in the event of a cardiac emergency. I want to extend my gratitude to Ms. Ruby Rios, Principal of REMS, Mr. Antonio Ruiz, Assistant Principal, and Ms. Daniela Tucker, Assistant Principal. Their leadership has been exceptional and instrumental in building a strong foundation for this team's success. I also want to recognize the members of Clint ISD's first cardiac emergency response team. It'll be Ms. Ruiz Rios, Mr. Antonio Ruiz, Ms. Daniela Tucker, Ms. Linda Perez, who works in our front office reception, Officer Maese, Mr. Jorge Reyes, who is a teacher and also in athletics, Ernesto Lujan, our campus coach, Ms. Aracelia Maya, our head custodian, Rebecca Ramos, nurse's aide, Corina Chavez, patient care coordinator, and I also want you to know that all of our custodians at REMS voluntarily received CPR training and certification, and they assisted us in the drills as well. I want to thank El Paso Children's Hospital Project Adam team, Ms. Jandon Ciparro and Joshua Garcia, for making this happen. And lastly, our team will be participating in the Winterfest Parade this Saturday with Project Adam, and we will be holding a banner stating and letting the community know that we are the first heart-safe school in El Paso County. We invite you to join us in that parade. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Valdez. We appreciate your work, and of course the school, it is our goal to make sure that every school is designated as a heart-safe school. It is extremely important that we do this because it is really a life and death situation for any student. In fact, our Isleta Independent School District just lost a student this week, precisely on what we're talking about. So it is of tremendous importance that we do this throughout the school district. But of course, it's the leadership of Ms. Valdez. And of course, Ms. Perez, thank you for putting us in contact with Project Adam. That has been a very, very successful program that we will be adding, but the goal is every school to be ready for, in the event that we have to save the life of a child, which is the most important thing. I'm gonna say this, and I believe it with the bottom of my heart. It is not success for us based on numbers, test scores, nothing like that. What matters is that our children are safe and taken care of, and the rest, when the life of a child ends, nothing else matters. But for us, it will matter, and we will continue doing this. So thank you again for everything you do, and thank you for those who are made it happen. Appreciate you very much.
May I add something?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to thank Dr. Martinez for believing in me and trusting me to bring in this project, and for being the leader that he is. Thanks to him, we are the #1 region that has all the district collaborating with this project within the Texas state. So we are another #1, and thank you, sir, because you are the leader and people
Thank you, ma'am.
follow you.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that.
And one of the things I'd like to see us do too, when we had our meeting the first time here, is have all of our high school students graduate with a CPR certification, so they can go out into the world and be stewards of that from the time they leave leave high school. Let's get a certification along the way too.
Thank
But
you.
thank you all for everything on that. And congratulations to everyone, all the counselors and all the principals, and thank you all for this very nice recognition tonight.
Mr. Pendel, before we take a little break for the counselors to step out, I know they had a long day, need to go home and rest. Let me just simply say that as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to all of you, our dedicated staff, our wonderful students, and the supportive families who make our schools thrive. Your commitment and partnership make a real difference every day in our schools. I hope this holiday brings you all a time to rest, enjoy family and friends, and reflect on the many blessings in your lives. On behalf of the district, I wish you a safe, joyful, and happy Thanksgiving holiday. Happy Thanksgiving on behalf of my family and the board to all of you. And of course, I want to express my gratitude to our school community for believing in our vision that together we build a better tomorrow for our students. Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays. Forget about diets.
Yeah, at least for one day. We'll take a short break.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Short break, but this time we'll be back. The time is 6:30 or 7:33. Is that right now? 6:30.
That is correct.
Okay, 6:33. We'll be back at about 6:40. Thank you.
Yes, sir, when you have a moment, if you don't mind stating. Yes, she got in at 6:01, as soon as you were walking into the
Okay. That's a wonderful accomplishment. CCM.
Very proud of our counseling program. That's what we did with Bethesda. I mean, Maidana, because if you don't have the backbone to stand for the program, I won't recognize you. I work for you because I don't want the counselors to be principals and to be assistant principals and to be party planners and to be like what we need to be. You want to take a picture? Of course, of course. city council or mayor of El Paso or something, you know. She's in all these boards.
I know. I don't know how that happened. It's the Gardeas, both of them.
Both of them. You ready to give superintendent comments? That's it. You want to do more?
No, that's it, sir.
That's it, okay.
That's it.
Okay, we're back from our break at 6:37. For the record, I'd like to let the record reflect that Mary Macias arrived at 6:13 virtually, and Ms. Marcus came in right after the meeting started as well, so they're both present. Move on to the administrative report section of the agenda. Does any board member have any questions on the administrative reports presented? No. Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda then. Are there any questions on the consent agenda or concerns? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. The ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, at this time, the time is 6:38. The Clint Board of Trustees will convene in closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551071, consultation with Board Attorney, Section 551074, personnel matters, Section 551082, school children, school district employees, disciplinary matters, or complaints, Section 551081, school board personally identifiable information about public school students, closed meetings. Following items will be discussed: consultation with legal counsel regarding legal procedures and requirements of board officer nominations after appointment of new board members. Item B, discussion and consultation with legal counsel regarding the superintendent's annual evaluation, performance, possible reviews, modifications of the superintendent's contract. No action will be taken in closed session. We will be back as soon as possible. Those of you that have to leave at the break, thank you all for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your week and enjoy with your family. We'll be back as soon as possible.
And don't forget, if you can join Children's Hospital this Saturday for the lights parade, they can provide you with lights and everything. Just meet them out there.
still waiting for Ms. Macias to join us.
I don't need a prescription. Porque ahorita andan bien gripados.
I thank both of you all for coming aboard and help us.
Thank you for having us.
Great addition.
I look forward to learning from you.
How will we know she's here?
You have to see.
Oh, okay.
But no, no me. They need to see her up there.
You don't want to?
She's in CICAB. I have the purchase order.
Boiled eggs, some bacon in the morning, and a smoothie at night, and that's it. That's it. And then I feel like a terrible pig because I was eating something else. No, then she goes, tries to work out, comes home almost dead.
Cuando vas y tú paras, y luego ya va uno otro.
She needs help.
If you were like downtown and coming back, it's closer. But if you're very clean, oh, sí.
Mom and dad are going to Yo-Yo's house. Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. No, pues quédate. Where you live now, ¿verdad?
No,
And even then, you
she
still.
doesn't listen to me. Very stubborn.
Has stress. ¿Tiene niña stress o no? It's worth it. It's 120 for 5 years.
Should be just a few more minutes.
Ahorita te mando la bolsa. I have it. No batallas. No, oh,
Imagine doing this to your classroom every day for a year and a half. That's what I used to do.
this is 120 today.
Online learning
Usually 5
Hmm.
tickets.
during COVID.
And it's 5. Son como $100 mensuales. Y si quieres acceso a nosotros, pues 100 por cada uno. Y te digo, no batallas.
Macias? We see you, I think. Okay, all right.
I think Solange, can she say something? That way
Oh,
we can see
there
her.
she is.
Yes, she needs to
Yeah.
unmute although.
Okay. Are we good yet, Mr. Cruz?
Ms. Macias, can you say here, please?
Ms. Macias, we need you to unmute and say you're here.
Can raise her hand.
I'm here. We can't hear you.
Go check.
I'm here. No.
Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me?
I don't know. He's gone back there to see what he can do.
Once she's back there, is that okay? I mean,
But you have to hear her, so can
oh,
we
you have to
you?
hear her.
One moment, Ms. Macias.
Maybe with the microphone?
I think it's the mic. It's not me.
She muted.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. We fixed the problem, Houston. Okay, we're back in open session at 7:33. The item before the board is discussion and possible action regarding legal procedures and requirements for board officer nominations after the appointment of new board members. No action is taken on this. We'll table
Make a
it.
motion to table.
Table it. I move that we table this item for a future date, a future meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. The ayes
I
have it.
abstain.
Okay, one abstention. Okay, we have one abstention and everybody else in favor. Next item is discussion and possible action regarding the superintendent's annual evaluation, performance, and possible review of modification of the superintendent's employment contract.
There's no recommendation on the annual evaluation for the superintendent at this time. That's going to be done, I think, until next month. But with regard to the modification of the superintendent's employment contract, the three revisions would be basically to extend the term to end July 31, 2030. The second revision was to basically add $600 to his base salary to bring it to $286,340.60. And the last is to basically have 20 days of vacation days per year. And the addendum particularly does state that the cell phone provision is deleted in its entirety.
I move to approve as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Okay, having none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
Aye.
I'm in favor of the first extension, but not the other two revisions, therefore my vote will be against it.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor, once again? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Okay, a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We stand adjourned. No objections, we stand adjourned at 7:36.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you
Have
all.
a good night.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy that week off. It's coming up.
Thank you, Ms. Macias. Sorry, that was me.
Take care, David.